Very good afternoon to everyone who's here. It's truly an incredible honor to be here at the launch of our sports injury clinic at this esteemed institute. I would like to begin with a timeless quote by Sir Isaac Newton, and it went as, "If I see further, I stand on the shoulder of the giants." Okay, and this sentiment rings true today as we acknowledge the immense contributions of my senior colleagues, Dr. Courtesy Mulund, Dr. Sachin Bhosle, Dr. Vikas Gupta in their dedication in setting up this department of orthopedics that's actually become the foundation upon which we add on these new and specialized services. As Vincent Lombardi, one of the famous celebrated football coaches, very wisely mentioned, that the achievements of an organization is the combined efforts of each individual. And it is this dedicated efforts of my senior colleagues that we celebrate today as we start our new journey with this specialized new clinic. In the recent years, we've seen that there's an incredible demand and increase in sporting activities. And what this demand does is that there are people who are wanting to be active. The enthusiasm in sports is growing, but this also means that there is a need for having a service that is tailored to the sports person and the active individual. You combine that with a rising emphasis of having, wanting to lead a healthy lifestyle, puts an emphasis on a surface to sort of get the people, be effective and get the people back to the similar level of play previously, as they were previously used to. Now, orthopedics as a branch has undergone a tremendous evolution, and it has sort of branched out into various subspecialties. Now, because there has been the expectations and the demands in terms of wanting independence of mobility has gone up. This has fueled research and innovation to come up with new techniques. What these techniques bring about is that they are complex. So what the complex modern surgical techniques require is a slightly optimized skill set along with knowledge to manage them efficiently. So what was probably, sports medicine as such is no different. What sports medicine requires is a slightly different set of skills. So given these times, it only makes a perfect sense to have these focused clinics where we deal with issues that are very relevant to that particular specialty. And by running such high quality service, we have an example of getting it right the first time. It was a study that was done in the UK, and what it showed us is that by having a high quality, highly focused, high volume service, this not only makes healthcare cost effective, but it also optimizes and benefits in terms of patient outcomes. So today we are launching this sports injury clinic with with having a lot of cutting edge facilities on board. And the clinic is designed to handle sports injuries, but also focus on preventive interventions as well as leading a healthy lifestyle. We also have aspects like optimizing athletic performance in the pipeline. And our team is committed to deliver and provide top-tier service to our patients, whether they are from the local community or professional athletes. Now, we are particularly thrilled to have Mr. Ajinkya Rahane over here with us. He's one of our most celebrated cricketers, as well as a top athlete. I personally like to refer to him as the magic man of the Boxing Day Test in 2020. And that is because he led the way to a famous victory in Melbourne, riding high with a century himself. He is also the sole Indian recipient of the Maniga medal that is awarded to the player of the match for the Boxing Day Test. Ajinkya, being a professional athlete himself, I'm sure he realizes that injuries are a part of sports. And I'm sure you've had to deal with situations where you've seen precision surgery, cutting edge technology, and focused rehabilitation coming together to bring an athlete back to the level of play. And the NCA, that's in Bangalore, is a shining example of this such facility where our cricketers undergo their rehabs and we see them come back and win games for us. Now, allow me to share a personal anecdote that fueled my passion in this field, and this dates back to another India-Australia series, but this time in 2001, and that we won. The highlight of that was the infamous test at Eden Gardens. And I don't know how many of us remember, but our legendary leg spinner had missed out that series because he was rehabbing following a shoulder surgery that was done abroad. And I remember this because just before play began that day, I was sitting on the stands at Wankhede and I saw him come with his arm in a sling to sort of motivate and help the team. But the question that lingered on in my mind is that why do our cricketers, why do our sportsperson go abroad for treatment? And that sort of put in me a vision that we should be able to provide high quality care and create a system whereby our athletes can get the same level of care back home here in India. If I had to quote one of my greatest inspirations in life, that's Steve Jobs, he said that have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition, because they somehow already know what you want to be. And I'm very glad to see that there are so many of our athletes who are now having their surgeries and their treatments done domestically. But these centers are too few, and not all may have access to it. Therefore, our goal is to offer such a service that would be high quality, that would cater to our community, to our city and beyond, in providing top-notch rehabilitation and surgical services to both the professionals and the amateur athletes alike. Now, Helen Keller, an inspiring author and activist, had once said that alone we can do so little, but together we can do much. I'm excited, therefore, to share with you the ethos of this service, of the short and vision that I hope to instill into this service, and that is of fair opportunity, of upskilling, of using evidence-based practice, of innovation, and best practice adoption. In conclusion, I believe that the field of sports medicine in India is on the cusp of a tremendous growth and development. And as we take this significant step forward, I am reminded of the words of Dr. Jonas Salk, who was the developer of the polio vaccine, where he said that the reward for work well done is the opportunity to do more. Today, we are not just creating a clinic, but we are creating an opportunity, or multiple opportunities for excellence, for innovation and healing. So let us come together and build a robust and effective sports medicine system that will ensure that every athlete and active individual get access to the best possible care. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for your attention.